Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polygon Matic. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, as you can see, we have the swing low printed in June of 2022 and the swing high of the Fibonacci retracement printed in December of 2021. So as you can see, we haven't retraced yet back to this low, and I don't think that is going to be happening unless Bitcoin has a drastic pullback and we see a flash crash. In that case, potentially Polygon Matic could come back down to 31.5 cents. Otherwise, I think that ship has sailed, to be honest with you. So we could consider this our bear market low, especially considering the fact that Bitcoin has broken above its August 2022 high. And as we have been discussing on this channel for a very long time, once that happens, that is a very solid indicator of the fact that the bear market bottom has been printed. So based off of this Fibonacci retracement, and by the way, if you don't know how to use the Fibonacci retracement, there's going to be a link down below in the description that is going to show you or take you to a video where I show you how to use the Fibonacci retracement properly. So based off of this Fibonacci, we have the three extension levels to the upside, the 1.272, the 1.414, and the 1.618. So that's $5.34, $7.33, and $11.55 respectively. And I would say the $11.50 is the, it's the limit, it's the maximum, it's as high as we can possibly get because Polygon Matic's market cap is already above $10 billion, if I'm not mistaken. So I just think that it would be reasonable enough to assume that we can do an 11x from here, but I think a 20 to 50x is practically impossible because of the market cap, because of the token supply, but you can never know what's going to happen in the crypto markets. Maybe we get, maybe Polygon Matic has a supply shock or something happens where the price is absolutely soaring through the sky and we get to the second fib level here at $27. No one knows what's going to be happening, but I like to stay conservative on this channel. So I think $11.55 is doable within the next few years when we get towards the peak of the next bull market. If we start zooming in, you can see that we're printing healthy higher highs and higher lows. So this is a nice uptrend that we have going on here. The yellow support trend line here is sitting at $1.03. And this is something that we should be looking at as a nice support level, as we did see a bounce off of this level as resistance back in August 2022. We also back tested it as support multiple times in 2021. So this is a pretty important level. And if you want to set up some buy limit orders off of this level here, that's totally fine. However, if we see a pullback and we see a stronger correction in the crypto markets, you could be eyeballing this blue support block. Now, we talked about this blue support block back in December and November of 2022. This was something that we were targeting, and of course we had a very nice bounce here at the end of December with a nice move to the upside of a 2x. You basically made a 2x from December up until February 17th. That was a 2x move from Polygon Matic, a top 10 crypto, which is just mind-blowing in a bear market. So there is money to be made here in the space. You just have to know where to enter and where to exit. So you can also target the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level, which is at 73, almost 74 cents. That has been retested as support multiple times in 2022. So take a look at this level, draw this Fibonacci retracement out, and be ready in case we see a pullback. If we continue to the upside, obviously we would need to break this local high that we printed in February in order to continue this healthy uptrend, because for a healthy uptrend, we need higher highs and higher lows, right? That's how an uptrend works. And I would say our next target would be the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level at $1.81. But you can see that the golden ratio is trying to keep us down. It's not allowing us to go higher. So maybe we need to retrace back down a little more to grab more fuel for the next leg up in the market. But as long as we don't lose this January 2000 or December 2022 low, we are good for continuation. Taking a look at the daily RSI, as you can see, we have this nice support block below us at the index of 35 approximately. So that is going to be a very nice entry for you if you see a pullback and you see the RSI hanging out in this area alongside these several lows that we have printed since September 2022. Then just know that that's a great entry. Just speaking mathematically, every single time we had a bounce from there, and this is nice for swing traders, and this is nice for anyone looking for long-term entries as well. And I do want to switch over to the Binance weekly chart for a second. And before we continue with the video, guys, I quickly want to give a shout out to everyone who has joined my Patreon. Thank you very much. And if you want to become a part of the Patreon and, get access to a lot of exclusive content, such as podcast episodes for patrons only, my trade alerts, my entire portfolio. I share everything that I buy and everything that I sell. If you want to leave some requests, we can take a look at your projects on Patreon. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. I try to do daily updates and daily posts in there. So if you want to try it out for free, you can do that as well. There's a 7-day free trial, so you can do that and let me know what you think. Let's get on with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart on Binance, if I remove all the drawings, you can see that we have created a bullish cross on the weekly chart where the 20 EMA crosses above the 55 EMA. That is a very bullish signal. And you can also see that we're simply bouncing off the 20 EMA. It's holding us as support. That is exactly what it needs to be doing for good for continuation. But you can also expect a bounce off the 55 EMA unless we just continue from here. I would imagine we would have some wicks to the downside. So the 55 EMA at $1.03 is going to be a great entry. So you can eyeball that. And overall, just looking at the chart here, as you can see, we've gone up so much in 2021, and we're simply creating a nice solid foundation here for our next move to the upside. Now, if I bring back the drawings, as you can see, we have a solid support level at $1 at what's that? 74 cents roughly. So we had one bounce off of that area in September last year and in January this year. And we're also printing higher highs with this ascending resistance trend line. So potentially the next high that we're going to be printing is going to be somewhere over here where we're going to be running into this level, into the yellow resistance trend line, as it has kept us down since August of 2022 with multiple retests, as you can see. So that is something that is possible. With this Fibonacci retracement, we have the swing low in December last year all the way up to the swing high in November last year. We reached our 1.618 target, perfect retracement, and now we're pulling back down, and we've retested the golden ratio already. But I would assume that we might potentially come back and retest the golden ratio once again. So around 97 to 98 cents is going to be a perfect entry for anyone who hasn't entered Polygon Matic yet. And if I take a look at the weekly RSI, as you can see, we're running into the support level here that we have been waiting. This has been something that we were targeting because we had a bounce off that level in December of 2021 as resistance. We had a bounce off of it as resistance in October last year. Then we broke above in January. And now finally, we're coming back for that support. So it is likely that we're going to see a bounce from here, some sort of a bounce. So this is a good entry right now, not a financial advice. However, you never want to enter all in, of course. If you enter all in and the price goes lower, you don't have any more money to buy. Because potentially what could happen is we might have this little bounce and then we continue back down and we retest this support level that we've been retesting since October and September of 2022. So that is also possible. You have two levels to look out for. If we see a flash crash, a major capitulation, you can target the yellow trend line here that we have broken above in October last year, but we've never seen a back test of support, so to speak. So potentially with any flash crashes, this yellow could be a good indicator of the bottom. But like I said, for that, we would need to see some sort of a black swan event because these things don't happen on their own. taking a look at the stochastic on the weekly, as you can see, we have been moving up pretty strongly since July of 2022. We can switch over to the 3-day chart to see what's going on here. We're just reversing, just about to start reversing. So just like we were sitting down here on the 3-day chart, if you end up doing the same thing in a few weeks, that is going to be a very good entry point. And I would assume the price is going to be sitting at a lower below $1 basically at that point. And on the daily chart, as you can see, we just bounced off of that area in March and we're coming back to the upside. This was a good area to take some profits. As you can see, pretty much every single time you get to the stochastic level above 80, you're considered overbought. So that is a good indicator to take some profits. But that's only if you're swing trading or you're looking to exit a position. If we take a look at the volume, let's see what's going on the weekly volume here. We're getting good volume candles. Obviously, when we start getting these candles like we have been getting in February in 2022 and January 2021, those are going to be some nice times to secure some profits and pay yourself. But for now, these candles are okay. It's just showing that there is buying strength. That is good. But overall, Polygon Matic has been very bullish. As you can see, there is a lot of buying pressure, especially once you start dipping below $1 here. A lot of people are just piling in and buying this up. As you can see, look at the SWIC. So this is a bullish sign for Polygon Matic, and that should cover everything that I wanted to touch on. If I missed out anything important on the chart, please let me know down below in the comments section. I'm going to see you in the next update. Take care.